These old maps are amazing. They're a treasure. This map shows the key details of the Exodus crossing. In the bottom left, you see a mountain cliff with the words Jebel Ataka. That cliff, as you can see, is sheer. It goes to the sea. It pinches the travel route. Jebel Ataka is Baal-Zephon, the mountain. To the east is the Bay of Adabia. That is the encampment, the turnaround encampment of the Exodus. Above there you see a blow-up map of Suez. Top center of the blow-up map of the city of Suez, you see a place called Qalm el-Qalsam. That's ancient Clysma. So that was the ancient settlement, which was later expanded upon with the city of Suez. Directly to the right of the curve for the inset Suez map, you see a dashed line which says caravan route to Cairo through the Wadi at T. That is extraordinarily important. That's exactly the route, has been for thousands of years, leading from the turnaround in Etham from Baal-Zephon to the crossing point. And where you see that path goes to, at the center top, the actual crossing place. To the right of Suez, you can see a word mosque, then the word pier. That's the other side. That's the specific crossing location. Then you see the Suez Canal and the word landing place. That is exactly where the route picks back up again. Then you can see the dashed line going to the right and down next to the words Arabia Petraea. Continue down that to the bottom right corner and you see Eon Musa, Moses Springs. That is Marah. So from this map alone, which was published over 100 years ago, you can see the vast majority of the key details of the entire Exodus crossing and understand why everything would take place exactly where it took place. At the risk of being long, I'm more focused on being thorough and exact. Congratulations to you for having long attention span. This is the physical geography involved with the Exodus. If you look to the left and the top in black, you see the names of several Egyptian cities. Noph is Memphis, Pithom, Heliopolis, Pi-Boseth, Bubastis, and Rameses is Avaris, Pi-Rameses. Then to the right of them, you see that low valley, that's Sukkot. When you look at a map like this, it becomes overwhelmingly obvious why the Hebrews would travel from those cities through Sukkot. Then as you go east, right, and down from Sukkot, the easiest path follows what is now the Suez Canal, was then the canals of the Pharaohs. Toward the center of your screen, you see the large mountain massive. That's Baal-Zephon. That is a stopping point for a route. However, if you look south from Baal-Zephon, you see another mountain which has an even more sheer cliff directly next to the sea. Prior to modern technology, an army or a large group of travelers would have extreme difficulty traveling beyond that point. In fact, the road ended at that point during this time frame of the Bronze Age. And now I will show you more features so you can understand physically the Exodus route. Bear in mind, physical geography causes the locations of cities, roads, travel routes. The ancient Hebrews were physical geographers, and I'm a physical geographer, which is why I'm explaining this to you with physical geography. Toward the center and up from center, you see a white dashed line. That was the walls of the ruler, the protective wall which kept Egypt from being easily invaded by armies to the east. Then, center of the screen, you see the word Migdol. Migdol being the southern terminus, the southern end of that protective wall. And now you understand why Migdol would be on the opposite side and north of Suez, Baal-Zephon to the west, and just beyond the Migdol after the crossing is Marah. Marah being brackish and bitter wells. And you can see toward the top, left of the top, that low depression Sukkot, and the arrow pointing in exactly the travel path from Pithom and Raamses through Sukkot toward the Exodus crossing point that is modern Suez. To the west, the mountain which stops the Hebrews, Baal-Zephon. North, Migdol, and southeast, Marah.